Hello everyone and welcome into Thursday night's coverage of Westside Warrior basketball here on Tubetown. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton sitting courtside with you tonight, bring you all the play-by-play action as the Westside Warriors get set to take on the Harrisburg Hornets. Packed house here tonight in the Warrior Dome, and we are getting set for the national anthem and the starting lineups. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer.
As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, please stand, remove your hats, and place your right hand over your heart.
Again, Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton back here with you at the Warrior Dome. About to turn things back over to our PA announcer, Keith Campbell. Let him give you tonight's starting lineups. Again, we want to remind you tonight's game brought to you by Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Engines Inc., and SSR Insulation LLC. Now back to our man, Keith Campbell.
Tonight's senior high game is between the Harrisburg Hornets and your Westside Warriors. The team, coaches, cheerleaders, student body, and administration of Westside High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you could be here tonight as our guests. The visiting team on the school board tonight will be the Harrisburg Hornets. Harrisburg is coached by John Roundtree and assisted by Lana Baker and Megan Grice. Harrisburg comes into tonight's contest with an overall record of 0-8 and a conference record of 0-5. Starting for the Hornets, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Mikkel Luster. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Jamison King. A 6'1" senior, number 5, Lane Tucker. A 6-foot junior, number 14, Chase Faulkner. And a 5'9" senior, number 23, Caleb Neal. 25, Riley by ankle breaker Falcons. At forward, he's a 6'1" senior, wearing number 15, Dylan Big Country Schwartz. And at forward, he's a 6'4" senior, wearing number 23, Jordan, the SWAT Machine Rockers. At guard, a 6'2" senior, wearing number 10, Avery, the Playmaker Phelps.
Once again, welcome back to the Warrior Dome. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton here courtside with you. The starting lineups have been announced for the Harrisburg Hornets. Number 2, Michael Luster. Number 4, Jamison King. Number 5, Lane Tucker. Number 14, Chase Faulkner. And number 23, Caleb Neal. For your Westside Warriors, number 3, Kessler Mack. Number 10, Avery Phelps. Number 15, Dylan Schwartz. Number 23, Jordan Rockers. And number 35, Riley Falcons. Marcus, as always, good to be back here in the Warrior Dome for a Warriors home game. And the opening tip, both parties jumping the gun a little bit early there.
Yeah, swing and a miss by both parties there.
And there's the emphatic tip, almost out of bounds as Phelps has to chase it down, and the Warriors will control the opening possession here in tonight's ballgame. A quick three-point attempt from Kessler Mack, off the mark, and as you see, the Warriors wasting no time taking their shots here tonight. Into the front court. Hornets have it. It's Jamison King with it. Picks up his dribble, nearly lost it, gets it over to Lane Tucker. Might have got away with a travel, tried to go baseline. A near turnover, and after Westside steals it away, they're going to retain possession. The ball goes out of bounds. Now here come the Warriors again.
Be interesting to see how quick Westside gets off to a start tonight.
Well, they're trying their darndest here with 2 quick three-point attempts, but there is the offensive rebound by Riley Falcons, and he's got the Warriors on the board for the first points of the afternoon.
Yeah, you've got to notice that these guys, they know the record. They know Harrisburg's coming in this game 0-8. What Westside has to watch is does not play down to their level of competition, which I think we saw some of that the other night versus Brooklyn.
I think so, and there Avery Phelps just comes away with a clean steal, dishes it to Falcons on the other side of the lane, and Falcons now with 4 points. Westside with a 4-0 lead. Great steal there by Phelps on the defensive end. Full court press coming here from the Warriors. Three-point attempt in the corner by Lane Tucker, off the mark, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Phelps from the left elbow. He's just going to step right into a three, and it'll fall.
Well, so far so good on not, being pulled into the trap of playing down to your competition.
There's a three-point attempt by the Hornets off the mark. Falcons comes down with the board.
Another basket by Westside, and you'll probably see a timeout by Harrisburg.
Step back three-pointer by Falcons. Hits the bottom of the net, and as Marcus Carlton says it, it happens. A timeout by Harrisburg with 6:04 to play here in the first quarter. Only about 2 minutes gone by. And Marcus, I know I've talked about this quite a bit, probably to the chagrin of any Harrisburg Hornets fan, as you take a look at this nice dish off to Falcons moments ago. But, one of the last times we were here and called a Westside Harrisburg game, my memory serves me correct, I think Westside had hit 17 three-pointers before the end of the third quarter. I think we had a turbo clock going into the halftime break, and then about midway through is when Coach Whitmire decided to pump the brakes just a little bit. But again, I mean, 17 threes by the end of the third quarter. That doesn't even account for the fourth.
That's like NBA 2K numbers.
Without a doubt, we may be on track for that after the way the first 2 minutes has gone here for the Hornets. Let's hope they can get on the board here with 5:50, but they turn it over. Ahead to Falcons after Phelps comes up with a steal. He's trying to be unselfish, dishes it backwards. It's Rockers who comes up with it, and Rockers will hit the right-handed scoop shot.
There's another steal by Phelps.
Phelps comes up with a steal and a quick bucket. Now he's got 5 points here in the first quarter. It's a quick 14-0 lead for the Warriors with 5:30 remaining in the first.
Yeah, if you're Harrisburg, you got to find anything you can to stop the bleeding at this point. Doesn't matter if you drive and get fouled or what.
Another steal for the Warriors. Now here comes Phelps with it, a dish off to Rockers. Rockers, baseline. He's going to go to the free throw line as he's fouled. Might have gotten away with a travel there, Marcus, as he took off. Well, replay started a little bit late, but there's the foul call. I believe they're going to get Chase Faulkner for his first personal. First one is up, will not fall.
Jordan Rockers at the line for the Warriors for 2 shots.
Rockers' second one on the way. That one will fall. So 1 for 2 on that trip and 3 points.
We had a lane violation, I believe, on the first one.
So he goes 2 for 2 then. So Harrisburg into the front court. King with it now, in trouble, guarding against Falcons.
What, and Westside has kind of dropped their matchup zone back a little bit. They were going full court, but you drop it back to half court, you still got the same result here.
Phelps comes up with another steal. Falcons go strong to the rack, and he'll go to the free throw line for an and 1 attempt. If he hits this, he'll have double digits in the first 3 minutes of this ball game.
Great steal there, and you see Falcons knows he's going to get hit, protects the ball, able to put it up and in, and going for the three-point play, which he just completed.
So 10 points in the first 3 minutes.
19-0 here with 4:50 left in the first.
Hornets just trying to find the bottom of the net. Tucker with a head fake. Gonna back it back out.
Andy, you got to wonder if maybe Coach Whitmire wanted his team to come out and send a message after the way they ended the Brooklyn game the other night, because we were talking about it before. Here's another layup by Phelps.
Tried to flush it down there.
Yeah, a little indecisive there.
Short.
Yeah, I think he was just a little bit indecisive on that, whether he wanted to dunk it or lay it in. It's 19-0. You can get by with that.
He just kind of sheepishly looked over at the bench and started grinning. That was great.
But back to my point, we talked about it a little bit off camera that it seemed like Westside wasn't their sharpest the way they finished the Brooklyn game, and knowing Coach Whitmire like I do, I know he wasn't pleased with that. So he may have challenged his team to come out tonight and get off to a hot start, which they absolutely have done.
Yep, 19-0, make it 21-0 with a nice little up and under there from Avery Phelps. Well, it was Dylan Schwartz with it. Beg your pardon.
And we're about to see some mass substitutions for Westside. We're going to see a whole new 5 coming in.
Yep, and Felkins is fouled as he brings his way up the floor. Foul's going to go on Chase Faulkner. That is his second.
His second, team's third. In the game for the Westside.
So now you have McPherson, Hart, Childers.
Number 1, Logan McPherson.
Looking for the other 2.
Brady Johnson, and number 32, Braxton Wilbanks.
There you go, Brady Johnson and Braxton
And for
Wilbanks.
the Hornets, number 3, Jake Sample.
McPherson down low gets the easy 2. And Andy, it's 23-0, and we're 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
And nearly another turnover there for the Hornets. And hopefully they can find some points here against these new faces for the Westside Warriors.
When you see these mass substitutions like this, you think things, there you go. They broke the seal on the rim.
What a drive there by Lane Tucker. Not only took it through the traffic, but also finished with the underhand.
Yeah, nice drive there.
Style points for Hare as well.
Absolutely.
Harrisburg's number 14, Chase Faulkner.
I'd kill for Hare like that.
Well, you and I both used to have similar heads of curly hair like that.
Another substitution into the game, Andy, and this one's all yours. Number 12.
Chase Faulkner fouls out, and we're gonna just leave it at that. 2:58 remaining here in the first quarter. 3-point attempt at the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by McPherson.
We may ask for some help from our Facebook viewers on that one. If we've got any Facebook viewers down in Harrisburg, we could use some help with the pronunciation on that name. I don't know that I'm not going to attempt it. And I certainly don't want to disrespect the young man by saying it wrong.
In agreement, yes.
24, Keaton Spear.
So with 2:38 remaining, the score 23-2. Hornets going to bring it back up the floor now. Tucker across the timeline will be picked up by Harp. There's the trap, there's the steal. Harp comes up with it. Easy fast break bucket for Harp. The lead now 25-2. Tucker had to pick up his dribble, in trouble now. McPherson all over him. Nice pass over to Jake Sample. And now it'll go the other way. Another turnover for the Warriors.
Nice pass back to McPherson.
Unselfish ball. Can't come up with a bucket. Good job by the Hornets on defense that time. And there's a coast-to-coast layup there by Jamison King.
Jamison King, 2-point basket.
Great job bringing that back across to the right side so he can finish that with his right hand. A foul called on the floor before the shot. It's going to go on Jake Sample. That's his first. That is the 15th foul here for Harrisburg in the first half. Still 1:39 left to play in the first quarter, 25-4, and there's an easy bucket for Logan McPherson right off the left side.
You see another timeout by Harrisburg.
30-second timeout.
You know, unfortunately, I know that feeling. I've been on both sides of this, and it's uncomfortable on both sides because you're feeling, if you're Harrisburg, you're feeling kind of hopeless, and if you're Westside, you know, you're almost feeling a false sense of invincibility that you can't do anything wrong. You know, as far as what coach is telling his team there, you know, you got to trust the process and keep doing what you're supposed to do. And I know at 27-4, it's kind of hard to look at that and take that seriously, but that's, you know, that it's the same stuff you work on in practice every day. You have to take that same approach. You have to almost put this out of your mind and then just start playing it one possession at a time rather than trying to get everything back at once.
Hornets out of the timeout with the inbound. Tucker brings it up the floor. It'll be Tucker, Sample, Jamison King, along with Caleb Neal. And
nice block.
Number 12. There's McPherson bringing it up the floor now. And
another nice
foul
block
there by Lane Tucker.
Let's see the replay on that.
Harrisburg's number 5, Lane Tucker.
Wow, that was, he got mostly ball, but it was the body contact.
Yeah, I think he got some contact on that left hand there, the non-ball hand.
Good extension there by Lane Tucker, though. McPherson at the free throw line.
Tucker kind of gives the shoulder shrug like, really?
McPherson's first free throw is off the mark. Second one on the way will fall through. Nice pass over to King. King, nice. Oh,
that's a good idea.
Good idea. Just his teammate didn't have the same idea.
Yeah.
A little bit of a miscommunication there as King was trying to hit Sample on the baseline. Gives it back to the Warriors with 1:03 to play here in the first quarter. There's a strong drive by Christian Childers, and Childers will lose control, and it'll go out of bounds.
Harrisburg basketball.
Harrisburg in a hurry here, trying to catch Westside napping on defense.
And Tucker from the right elbow now. There's the double team. Sample now from the corner has to pick up his dribble, and he's going to get called for traveling.
Warriors basketball.
Yeah, had to pick up his dribble and got caught a little off balance there and just kind of slid with it.
Well, it's just, you know, when it's 28-4, you feel like anything that can go wrong is going wrong, and unfortunately it's just one of those deals that sometimes happens.
There's a head fake. And now Westside will go back to the free throw line. 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
The number 5 of Harrisburg, Lane Tucker.
Foul's going to go on Lane Tucker. That is number 2 on Tucker.
At the line for the Warriors, number 32,
free throw
Braxton
is off the mark.
For 2 shots.
By Braxton Wilbanks. Second one will fall. And it is now, should be 29-4.
Yeah, 29-4.
Hornets now have it with under 30 left to play in the first quarter. There's a double team and another steal by Harp. Numbers ahead of him. There's Childers. Childers off the high glass will score.
Another steal here.
Assist.
Offensive foul.
Yep, they're going to get, was that Will Banks? Will Banks comes up with a steal. There's the double team. There's the steal from McPherson and Harp. Harp ahead to Childers.
Yeah, I've got to get with Coach Whitmire and get us another roster because this one has got, it's a couple players short.
Foul is charged to Warriors number 1, Logan McPherson.
Logan McPherson going to pick up his first personal foul there. Again, trying to up the double team. There's Childers going for the steal. Good job by Tucker avoiding the defense there. Look between his legs, nice drive. I don't know how he got past Harp's steal attempt because Harp just reached right in there, got him with the crossover.
Free throw up and in by Tucker.
Second one will rim in and out. And there's the end of the first quarter. So far, Westside in control of this one, 31-5 over the Harrisburg Hornets. We're back at the second quarter of action. Right after this, on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Oh, hold on just a minute. Are you looking for a new living room suite, a beautiful new bedroom suite, a really comfy recliner?
You need a visit to Hubbard & Hulk Furniture. You'll find a great selection at great prices and a free gift. With any $250 purchase, you'll get a Ginger Mountain Christmas candle absolutely free.
You'll have a Merry Christmas with new furniture, in-store financing, free delivery, and a great smelling house.
At Hubbard & Hulk Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Welcome back to the Warrior Dome for our Thursday night coverage of Westside Warrior basketball on Tubetown. I want to remind you, live coverage of Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by First National Bank, Interior Design Plus, and Jonesboro Auto Auction. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton here with you, ready to start the second quarter between Westside and Harrisburg. Westside so far well in control of this one, ahead of the Hornets, 31-5. The Hornets will start the second quarter with possession, and I heard a whistle there, but I guess I did not. There's a whistle.
Out of bounds, Westside basketball.
It'll go out of bounds. It'll be the Warriors ball with 7:45 to play here in the half. All the starters back into the game for Coach Whitmire. Three-point attempt from the corner, no good, but Rockers is there to clean up the glass and put it back in.
So, Andy, during the break, I stepped away and got a little clarification on number 12 for Harrisburg. And he goes by Sean, and it's Sean Sayo.
Sean Sayo. Steal for the Warriors. They move it down to Rockers on the left side, low blocks. And you see he is fouled on the replay. It's going to be Mikael Luster picking up his second. That'll be the 8th team foul on the Hornets, so the Warriors at the free throw line for the rest of this half, as Rockers will miss his first free throw. Second one will fall. So Rockers 3 for 4 here in the ball game, 34-5. Tucker with it. Leaves it in center circle with Caleb Neal. There's the double team. Neal loses his dribble, regains it. There's the double team in the corner. Baseline pass, poked out of bounds by Phelps.
Good defense there, working on the trap there in the corner on Westside.
So now Luster to inbound it. Gets it into Tucker. Tucker out to Neal now. Skip pass, almost too high, but a good save there by Jamison King. Loose ball winds up in the hand of Luster. Nice dish off to Tucker, and Tucker will score easily. Those are the kinds of baskets that the Hornets need to get here.
Yeah, anything at all, you know, when there's this big of a deficit this early, you'll take whatever you can get. But
nice flash in the paint there by Riley Felkins.
Felkins saw the gap, wasted no time going right to it.
Well, can't get much more wide open than that, and it's now 36-7. Here's Luster. Yep, pokes loose once again. Here come the Warriors. Mack across the timeline. Leads it ahead to Schwartz. Schwartz with a nice feed
dish
over to Rockers. And the Warriors playing some unselfish basketball here in the second quarter.
Very much so. Nice kickback dish there for the easy two.
Tucker tries to drive, has it stolen away.
Good hustle. Look at the hustle by Avery Felts. 40-7, Avery Felts is diving for a loose ball at half court.
Rockers on the other end will hit a layup, leaning into Luster, who's trying to draw the charge. And now, once again, we've got some more substitutions coming in here for the Warriors. As Marcus just mentioned, up by 33 with 5:30 left to play in the half.
I think this will be this.
From Neal. They're going to get Neal for traveling.
Andy, I believe this is the same five that came in the first quarter. You got McPherson, Hart, Childers, Johnson, and Wilbanks.
Number 2, Craig Hart. Number 5, Christian Childers. Number 22, Brady Johnson. And number 32, Braxton.
So now here comes Childers up the floor, back into the game. He's had 2 points so far tonight. Scored back in that first quarter. Top of the key, three-point attempt. Won't fall.
Good rebound by Harp. Way to battle in there for the guard.
Well, Sean Sayo had the position there. Westside just able to elevate and get over him there. Plenty of.
Look at the persistence here by Westside. They had 4 shots there. They kept battling. Couldn't get it to fall, but nonetheless, you got to love the hustle. They force the jump ball here, and they'll keep possession.
Now River Ingle is going to check into the game. Logan McPherson will check out. Wilbanks inbounds it to Ingle, who gives it right back to Wilbanks. He steps into a corner three-pointer. No good. Hornets get the rebound. Nice fast break bucket there by Jamison King. Great job to do that with the footsteps all around
Absolutely.
him. Here's Craig Harp on the left elbow now, working to his right. He'll leave it back with Wilbanks. Childers has the pass go off his fingertips, and now going the other way now with Faulkner. Faulkner slows up, gets it to Neal. Neal's just going to drive the lane, and a nice little scoop shot off the glass. A little off-balance shot from Caleb Neal, but he's in the scorebooks now.
Yeah, great decision by Faulkner there to hold up because he didn't have numbers.
Top of the key three-pointer from Wilbanks won't fall. Offensive board and putback won't fall either. Craig Hart comes down with another rebound, and now into Wilbanks. Great move in the post, can't score. Ingle with a rebound, and he's hacked by 2 Hornets, and he'll head to the free throw line.
See the replay here. Nice move to the hole, just a little too hard off the glass. Ingle battles for the board, goes back up, and gets hacked in the process.
Well, 2 good moves in the low post by both Warrior players. Braxton Wilbanks, as you said, just a little bit too strong coming out of that roll. But a great rebound by Ingle, and he puts in his first free throw, second one on the way.
Kirk Bush into the game for Westside, replacing Christian Childers.
And McPherson getting ready to check back in as well. Ingle hits his second free throw. It's now 42-11.
Yeah, McPherson back in, replacing River Ingle.
So here comes Jamison King with under 4 minutes left to play. There's the double team from the left elbow. Neal lost it, and it'll go out of bounds off his shin.
I think they said Westside slapped it. I think it's going to stay with Harrisburg.
Okay, so, yep, Hornets will take it out underneath their own basket. Chase Faulkner on the baseline to inbound it. Good move there by King. King now down to Tucker. Tucker off the glass, but a bit too strong. It'll roll out. Good move there by Tucker, though. A good idea.
Yeah, great dish and great move. Just couldn't get the shot to go down.
Three-point attempt off the mark, but it's Craig Harp who skies in for the rebound. Trying to get it out on the right elbow. It's stolen away, and a quick foul on Jamison King.
I believe they called it carry.
They did.
He had a very high dribble, but I didn't know if there was kind of a crowd around him. I didn't know if he was going to be able to sneak by with it or not.
3:30 left to play here in the half. Wilbanks with it. Tried to dish it in the paint. It went off of one player and into the hands of another. Wilbanks now with a nice feed down low.
Good kick out.
Dish out to Harp. Great kick out, but Harp just couldn't hit the three-pointer. Warriors come down with a rebound, though. Get it into Harp again. Off balance.
Yeah, I think Harp stepped on the defender's foot there when he went to make his move. Yeah, a little too much contact there.
Faulkner got caught up in that double team and then somehow was able to split the difference between them, but it's Westside who comes up with a contact there. It'll be Brady Johnson picking up his second personal foul.
We'll have a substitution next dead ball. Jake Sample will be coming into the game for Harrisburg.
There's the drive by McPherson, off the mark, tipped out.
It was a good play by Harp there. He knew he couldn't get both hands on the ball to get the board and tipped it to a teammate. I like the hustle by Harp. He's been all over the floor tonight, and by my unofficial count, he's got 5 offensive rebounds, not 5 rebounds on both ends, but 5 offensive rebounds. That takes some work.
Pretty impressive seeing the way the Warriors are hustling around the basketball with this big of a lead, but
absolutely,
a lot of these guys are getting, some much-needed experience. Yeah, and think about that going forward into the tournament. Not only are your starters going to be well primed, but you've also got an entire bench full of guys who now have some good in-game experience. As we see Braxton Wilbanks drain a three-pointer from the left elbow.
Yeah, and that's if you've got to work on, in games like this, you're limited as to what you can work on, but getting some of your bench players some experience, that just like you said, going into conference play and then on into postseason, that could pay off, because you don't want to have to put a guy in a situation towards the end of the season and he's not played all year and he gets out there and he gets a little nervous. And there's nothing like game time experience. You can have all the experience and practice you want, but to actually get in when the bright lights are on, it makes a difference. And we've got another set of platoon subs getting ready to come in for Westside here. Evan Cullen, Adonis Thomas, Daxton Engel,
River Engel, Isaiah Nortier.
Okay.
Number 25, Daxton Engel. Number 33.
And there's about 20 kids, I believe, on the Westside roster, and this is the third set of 5 we've seen. So there's probably one more set of 5 that we may see here. May not see them before half, but I almost guarantee we'll see them in the second half.
Lane Tucker goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line and is fouled, by the way, by Craig Hart. Hart picking up his first. Warriors miss a shot on their end. Now here come the Hornets, and it will be a charge called on Lane Tucker.
Good job by Adonis Thomas to establish defensive position and stand there and take the hit. That's not easy to do. You see someone coming at you full speed, your reflex is to want to get out of the way.
They're actually going to get Jamison King on the foul away from the ball. Pass in the corner, three-point attempt off the mark. And it's Faulkner who comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Tucker. Tucker with a head fake. Double team in the corner. Now Tucker's double teamed again. Had to pick up his dribble, got into trouble. Westside is executing this trap defense, this double team defense very well tonight.
Yeah, and it's not just in the corner too. You see up there out off of the wing in the front court area, they used a sideline as an extra defender and closed the trap in and caused him to step on the sideline.
There's Evan Cullen driving in with a full head of steam. Jamison King going to pick up his third personal foul. 10th team foul, and that will mean 2 free throws coming up here for Evan Cullen.
Evan Cullen with the double bonus.
Cullen off the mark on his first free throw attempt, second one on the way. 1:07 left to play in the second quarter. That one will also miss, but River Engel there to get the rebound. He'll get the putback and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, great hustle there by Engel. See here on the replay. Engel beat his man to the position for the rebound, went back up with it, in, and got the harm in the process. Another substitution in the game, Caleb Floyd in replacing Evan Cullen for Westside.
River Engel also hits his and one attempt, and now 48-12 with a minute left to play in the half. Faulkner over to King, three-point attempt, off the mark. Going back the other way now. Adonis Thomas gets it up to River Engel at the top of the key.
Little miscommunication there on offense because the ball handler and Engel both cut to the same spot.
River Engel just keeps on getting his own rebound here, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay right here with the Warriors.
Yeah, one thing that you really got to commend Westside for here is that they're not having a lack of effort. Sometimes when you get in these games that are blowouts early on, things tend to get a little sloppy and effort suffers a little bit, but that doesn't seem to be the case here so far with Westside.
Sean Salchek's back into the game as River Engel hits an easy bucket on the right side. Now 50-12. Shot from the baseline missed by the Hornets. Thomas nearly had his pocket pick. He'll drive the lane, lost control. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets with 7 seconds left in the second quarter.
Westside basketball.
Coach Whitmire in the background yelling out instructions to his team here for the inbound play.
Thomas got to get it to somebody.
3 seconds.
Top of the key, three-pointer, hits the backboard, but it will fall harmlessly down. And the score after 2 quarters, 50-12. Westside leading the Harrisburg Hornets. Marcus Carlton and Andy Matus back with you after this. We'll give you some halftime stats and get you ready for the second half between Westside and Harrisburg right after this on Tubetown.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, Or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop? Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton back here with you at the Warrior Dome. We're at the halftime break between Westside and Harrisburg. Your Warriors lead the Hornets 50-12 after the first 2 quarters, as the little dribblers are out here on the floor, Marcus.
Yeah, something a little different tonight. We got word that the little dribblers were going to be performing, so we decided we would make that most of our halftime show tonight. So hopefully there's a lot of parents out there that'll get to see this.
Again, the score at the halftime break, 50-12 between the Warriors and the Hornets. Just to recap the leading scores for the Westside Warriors, Riley Falcons has got 12, Jordan Rockers with 11. Those are the 2 into double digits for the Westside Warriors. Looking at the Harrisburg Hornets side of the stat sheet, they're led by Lane Tucker with 6 points, 4 points for Jamison King, and Caleb Neal has contributed 2 points. We're watching the little dribblers display their dribbling talents now.
Absolutely. It's always great. You know, I'm a basketball guy at heart, Andy, and to see, and I'm also a dad, so to see these little kids out here getting started in the game at this young age, you know, it kind of gives me the warm fuzzies, man. It makes me feel good to know that there's another generation coming up that's going to love basketball, hopefully as much as what we see from the Westside Warriors and the Harrisburg Hornets tonight.
My love for basketball has definitely grown as I've gotten older, and I certainly wish that, I honestly wish that I had played basketball more as a kid. I mean, I played pickup games all the time, but I wish I had played in school. I would have I already have a great appreciation for it. But,
absolutely.
I don't think I learned my appreciation for it until after I had already graduated. So.
Well, and then, you know, I went to such a small school that we didn't have football, so if you didn't play basketball, you didn't have many options left.
Right.
We had basketball and baseball, and that was about it. So, you know, I think I played my first game of basketball from kindergarten and didn't stop until, you know, they wouldn't let me play anymore. So it's very cool to see this out here. This is, you know, a great program. We've seen this before over at First National Bank Arena. We've seen little dribblers perform at halftime of Arkansas State games, and if you're a parent, this music in the background right now is your worst nightmare because it gets stuck in your head and it won't go away.
You say it's a nightmare, but I see a lot of parents up here actually doing
the shark.
They're doing the dance alongside it.
Well, if you've got young kids, and by young, you know, I'd say preschool age or younger, you're very familiar with Baby Shark, myself included in that.
Now, this is a skill that I still have problems with.
Yeah.
And there's a kid up front who's absolutely nailing it.
Yeah, figure eights. You get that knocked out at this age, by the time he gets to junior high, man, he'll look like he's playing for the Globetrotters.
That's right. That's the one thing. That's probably the one skill I still don't have to this day. We're gonna play a pickup game. Just let me go spot up and shoot somewhere. Don't ask me to dribble the ball anywhere. I'm always that guy that runs to the sideline. It's like, I got it. I'll take it out. I'll take it out. No. You come out here. I'll take it out.
Yeah.
Again, we are at the halftime break here between Westside and Harrisburg. Still a whole another half to come up. The score, Marcus, 50-12. I would assume when the two teams come back out that we'll have an accelerated clock.
Yeah, I believe the rule for the mercy rule in high school ball is that you can start it in the third quarter as long as both coaches agree. And I would assume.
I saw one of the referees conversing with the Harrisburg coach before they went into the locker room at halftime. So I guess we will just wait and see if the clock will be accelerated or not.
And once you start the accelerated clock, it doesn't stop the rest of the game. So
it will continue to roll. So again, the score 50-12. Westside on their third set of substitutions as we get set for the second half. The third quarter coming up here shortly. We'll be back with you to begin the third quarter right after this. Before that, we do want to remind you live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration. and Micah Tilley, an independent consultant for Rodan and Fields. Back with the third quarter from the Warrior Dome after this.
Oh, hold on just a minute. Are you looking for a new living room suite, a beautiful new bedroom suite, a really comfy recliner?
You need a visit to Hubbard & Hoke Furniture. You'll find a great selection at great prices and a free gift. With any $250 purchase, you'll get a Ginger Mountain Christmas candle absolutely free.
You'll have a Merry Christmas with new furniture, in-store financing, free delivery, and a great smelling house.
At Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Welcome back to the Warrior Dome. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton here with you as we get set to start the third quarter between Harrisburg and Westside. The Warriors leading the Hornets 50-12.
Yeah, rough first half for Harrisburg, but Andy, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, it just, it's 50-12. It is what it is. How about this? We'll take the 12 and use that as a segue for 12-18. It's the date of our next game where Westside will be hosting the Southerners from Southside. We are doing the accelerated clock here to start the second half, so this second half will move very quick, Andy.
It will indeed. Only about 16 minutes of game left to play then as we now start the third quarter. And the Hornets They start the third with possession. Top of the key, there's the steal from Childers. Childers now brings it up the floor, leaves it for Harp. Harp cuts across to the left side, and he'll go to the free throw line as he runs right into Sean Sowell.
Foul is charged.
Sean Sowell picking up his first personal.
His first.
And that is, of course, the first team foul here on the Hornets with only 30 seconds gone by in the third quarter. Craig Harp at the free throw line for the first time tonight. He's got 2 points, a field goal back in the first quarter. Now at the free throw line, he's 1 for 1. Second one on the way. He'll hit that one too strong off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Corner three-pointer no good from Brady Johnson. And McPherson comes down with a rebound, hit the floor pretty hard, and now it's the Hornets who come up with it.
A couple of hard rebounds there by McPherson. Still battling.
Faulkner tried to dump it off on the baseline. He does so, and now Faulkner has it back. Sean Sowell with it now. Trying to get it inside, and it is off of the fingertips and into the hands of the Warriors. McPherson now on the other end puts up a quick shot. And he'll go back to the free throw line as Keaton Spear picks up his first person.
You see here on the Better Communications replay, just another fast break for Westside. McPherson takes the pass, drives the lane, and gets fouled.
McPherson 1 for 2 at the free throw line, now make it 2 for 3. He's now got 6 points in the ball game. That one will fall just a bit short, but it's an offensive rebound. Now here's Childers stepping into a three-pointer at the top of the key. No good. Harp chases down the long rebound. Great steal by Sean Sowell and a save.
Great hustle play there by Sowell.
The Hornets on their end of the floor can't hit the floater. Off the mark from Dylan Owens. He tried to chase down the rebound. It does go out of bounds, and I think we're going to keep it right here with Harrisburg. We are. It'll be Faulkner who comes over to inbound it from underneath his own basket. Gets it in. There's a shot off the high glass. No good from Ray Michael Jones.
Jump ball, Westside basketball.
And Warriors are going to get in there to tie that up. So the jump ball arrow will give it to the Warriors. 5:25 left to play in the third quarter and counting. If you're just joining us, we're in turbo clock mode here in the Warrior Dome. Three-pointer from Craig Hart misses everything. It'll go out of bounds, and now the Hornets will get it to take it back their way to try to narrow this deficit just a little bit. Oh, Faulkner nearly got out of the travel there. As Marcus said, the Warriors come up with a steal. Here's Childers. Nice little dump off on the other side of the lane. Johnson can't hit it, but right there to clean it up is Logan McPherson.
Yeah, McPherson probably got fouled on that, but the situation we're in, I think it's going to take a pretty hard foul to draw a whistle at this point.
And Chase Faulkner with a full head of steam, just going into the lane and putting up a wild shot, fighting for the rebound. The Warriors come up with it, and now on the other end, a quick shot, no good. Offensive board, and a push from behind. I believe they fouled Brady Johnson. They're going to get Keaton Spear for his second personal. That's the third team foul on the Hornets here in the second half. Harp takes the inbound. Nice no-look feed to the other side of the court. Three-point ball by Brady Johnson, off the mark on everything. Will Banks is there to get the rebound, though. Now Will Banks steps into a three-pointer from the corner. It'll ring around and won't fall. Another offensive board. Will Banks now down low to McPherson. Turnaround shot, no good. Another offensive board.
Andy, I believe that's 5 offensive rebounds on that possession alone for Westside.
Now Childers steps into a three from the right elbow. No good. Nearly another offensive board, but they're going to get, I believe, Logan McPherson for a good old over the back.
Little bit of inside humor there with the quote-unquote over the back. It's actually a push, but I'm waiting on a Facebook comment to pop up on that one, that there is no such thing as over the back.
I'm sure we'll get one here in T-minus 5 seconds as the Hornets have a shot blocked on their end. Here come the Warriors. Kurt Busch lost his dribble, and going for the steal, the Hornets poke it out of bounds. Now checking in for the Hornets, Jake Sample checking back into the game, as does Mikkel Luster. Chase Faulkner headed to the bench for a breather, as is Sean Sowell. 3-point attempt from the corner by Adonis Thomas. He's into the scorebooks here on Thursday night, and it's now 55-12. Actually, that ought to be, I believe, it ought to be 57-12.
Yeah, I think they're just a
little lag in our
behind on
scoreboard operator there. A strong shot by Evan Cullen. Fighting for the rebound. Now the Hornets come up with it. Here's Luster. Trying to pick up his dribble. And now it's a nice steal by Evan Cullen. Evan Cullen with numbers.
Nice
dish
pass.
Off to Thomas. Thomas right underneath the basket. Can't hit it. But there to get the rebound is Kirk Bush. And Bush will score his first 2 points of the night. Now 57-12. Trying to get it down to Ray Michael Jones. They can't get there, but it will be Keaton Spear headed to the free throw line for an and one opportunity.
Spear foul is charged to the Warriors, number 11. Evan Cullen, his first, team second.
Free throw goes up and does not go in.
Keaton Spear at the line for the and one.
By the way, they got Evan Cullen for his first personal foul. 3-point attempt on the other end by Thomas, off the mark. And a foul, I believe, on the rebound. They're going to get Evan Cullen for his second.
His second. Team's third.
Yeah, push from behind on Cullen.
And he's been out here hustling, too. Came up with a big steal a minute ago.
Yeah. You can't fault the kid when they pick up a foul from a hustle play.
And there's Cullen coming up with another steal. Cross-court pass for Thomas. Thomas. Now to Engel, back to Thomas. Under a minute left to play in the third. There's Cullen leaning into the defender there. Loose ball. Oh, and both players kind of fell awkwardly on top of one another there. Hopefully they get up all right.
And into the stands. Look who it was again.
It was Evan
Cullen.
Talked about
all over the floor.
Got
to give that young man an A for effort. Watch him just take no regard for his body here, trying to make the save.
Well, and again, this is the third group that Coach Whitmire's put out on the floor, so they're trying to earn some more playing time. They're trying to earn their way up into that second group of guys that Whitmire's got.
When you come off the bench like that, you come in and you give it your all like it's a 2-point game or a tied game. I mean, you don't look at the scoreboard. You just play.
And look at Evan Cullen and Kirk Bush just draped all over the Hornets right now. And there's Bush who comes up with a steal. Bush one-on-one. He'll finish it.
Yeah, nice steal and drive there by Bush. He just drove away from the competition.
Yep, with about 3 seconds left to spare, the Hornets bring it up the floor and don't even get a shot off here to end the third quarter. So we're headed to the fourth now, still in turbo clock mode. 8 minutes left here in tonight's ball game. It is 59-14. We're back with more here on Tubetown. Right after this, we want to remind you that the Everyday Chef is a proud sponsor of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. From unique products like Mackenzie Childs or dinnerware such as Vaatri or Juliska to original art pieces from Arkansas artists James Hayes and Miller's Mud. They are your one-stop shop for all your gift and entertainment ideas, as well as bridal registry. The Everyday Chef offers personalized service for all your gift needs and free gift wrapping. It's going to come in handy for this Christmas season. The Everyday Chef and the Wofford family are about giving back to the community, and they want everyone to know that they care about their customers and always put them first. Come by and see them at the Everyday Chef, 2325 Red Wolf Boulevard, right here in Jonesboro. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton here with you to start the fourth quarter at the Warrior Dome, where the Westside Warriors have a 59-14 lead over the Harrisburg Hornets. Here's Sean Sow with a drive from the left elbow. Good look at a basket, just couldn't hit it. Offensive rebound. Sow's going to come back up with it. Nice attack here to start the fourth quarter by the Hornets.
Yeah, good to see them staying aggressive and keeping their heads up and just trying to play the game.
There's the double team here in the corner. There's a 3-point attempt by Neal that'll rim in and out. Got a good look at it. Ray Michael Jones comes up with the rebound. Now here's Neal. And he lost it. It'll stay here with the Hornets.
Out of bounds. Hornets basketball.
Inbound to Neal. Neal from the corner will work to the elbow. Had to pick up his dribble. I'm surprised the Warriors didn't go for the double team there.
I think maybe a defender may have just been out of position is why they didn't.
Kirk Bush all over the Hornets here. Whoever the dribbler is, the defense is on him.
Yeah.
Warriors almost come up with another steal there, but the Hornets hang on to it. There's a lob into Jones. Jones right underneath the basket. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Ray Michael Jones trying to find a little bit of space to work from underneath the basket. Will now go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Clock continues to tick now. 6:20 left to play in the ball game as we are in turbo clock mode. Jones will hit his first one. Second one on the way. Oh, and that one will rim in and out. Does not get the friendly roll here in the Warrior Dome. There's a three-point attempt. That one will be drained by Daxton Ingle.
Great looking shot there out of the corner by Ingle. It looked like he almost looked like Kessler Mack standing over in the corner.
That's funny you said that because I actually had to do a double take and look at the numbers to make sure that wasn't Kessler Mack. Warriors come up with a rebound on the defensive end. Here's another three-point look. Same spot, different player. It's Caleb Floyd who can't nail the three-pointer. It's 62-15, 5:30 left to play. Sean Sal working on the defense here.
Another steal. I don't know what the school record is for steals, but I would think we would have to be approaching the single game record.
Kirk Bush will drain a three-pointer from the corner. The Warriors have shot from the corner the exact same spot in the last three possessions, and it's been three different guys. They're 2 for 3, though. Here's Bush. Bush weaving in and out of traffic. Can't hit the left-handed layup. Rebound batted around, and it'll go out of bounds in favor of the Hornets.
This game may end up benefiting Westside in the long run simply because they've been able to play so many people. You're getting experience for guys who normally wouldn't get it. Plus, your main 5-6 players are getting, a short night. I mean, and over the course of a season, games like this can help when you get Feltz and Felkins and Rocker and Kessler Mack and those guys where they don't have to go 110% for a full game.
Yeah, and that's actually a component that I hadn't even considered. All I was thinking about is how valuable this experience is as Ray Michael Jones is at the free throw line. It's Caleb Floyd picking up his first personal foul. The experience that some of these other players are getting tonight, like you mentioned, is going to be so valuable going down the season, but the rest that the starters were getting was just something that I hadn't even thought about. But you're absolutely right, especially with the minutes that those 5 alone just put in. I mean, we know that Coach Whitmire's got like a core 7 guys that he goes to. A main 2-guy rotation, sometimes a 3-guy rotation coming in off of the bench. But those 5 starters get serious minutes, so this is big tonight, getting them, as you mentioned, a much-needed break. As it's Caleb Floyd hitting a easy bucket from the left side, he makes it 67-15.
Yeah, if I could find one thing that my personal opinion, I feel like Westside needs to work on is they need to develop a little more depth in case you have that game where Felkins or Feltz or one of your main 7 guys gets in some foul trouble, because the last thing you want is to be in a very tight one-possession game and have to put somebody into play, and they've not had the experience that they need.
Well, and if we're talking about foul trouble, as there's another three-pointer from Daxton Ingle. His second of the quarter. I forgot where I was going. I was so excited by that three-pointer. I don't even know where I was going.
How many different guys are going to hit a three-pointer tonight? I realize that's their strategy is to shoot the 3 ball, but goodness gracious, you've got guys, on your third set of 5 players coming in that not only do they hit the shots, but they look good. It looks normal. It doesn't look like it's a lucky shot. They're just good shooters.
Absolutely.
All up and down the bench.
Ray Michael Jones scoring for the Hornets off of a nice assist from Caleb Neal. 3-point attempt by the Warriors off the mark, and it's going to be Charlie Rowland who comes down with it for the Hornets. Going back to foul trouble and getting some of this experience, I think the 2 you probably have to worry about in foul trouble the most, because they're usually the most active in the paint is probably Jordan Rockers and Dylan Schwartz. What's Jordan's nickname? The SWAT machine?
Yeah, the SWAT machine, yeah. Well, and the first 2 games we've had this year with Westside, we've seen those 2 guys tend to get in a little bit of foul trouble, in the Blytheville game and the Brooklyn game earlier this week.
Yeah, so definitely good to have some depth, as you mentioned, coming in off the bench. There's a baseline pass trying to get to, I believe, Evan Cullen down there. Well, that wasn't Evan Cullen. Cameron Moore with it now from the left elbow. .130 left to play in the ball game. 70-17 the score. There's another 3-point attempt from Kirk Bush off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go the other way now with Harrisburg with 1:18 left to play and counting.
Yeah, good hustle there by Floyd to get the inside position for the board. He just couldn't gather it as he was trying to come down.
Sean Sal with a underhanded shot. Got away with about 4 steps there, it looked like. Under a minute left to play now. Caleb Floyd will go to the free throw line now.
So, Andy, I have to ask, I wonder if the second 5 and the third 5 also have nicknames like the first 5 for Westside. Keith Campbell, our public address announcer tonight, when he gave the starting lineups, he gave a nickname for every one of the starting 5. I mean, Caleb Floyd's would have to be, obviously his name would have to be Pink, right?
Floyd. Yeah, absolutely. You were going the same place I would.
Or the Barber, I guess, from Andy Griffith. So
could be either one.
Yeah.
There's a shot by the Hornets.
Ray Jones, 2-point basket.
Ray Jones hits it, and that should do it now as time will tick down to 0. The Westside Warriors come away with a huge win tonight on their home floor, 71-19, the final over the Harrisburg Hornets. Marcus Carlton, I'm Andy Manus. We're going to step aside quickly. We'll come back and recap tonight's game and get you ready for our next broadcast here on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Hold on just a minute. Are you looking for a new living room suite, a beautiful new bedroom suite, a really comfy recliner?
You need a visit to Hubbard & Hulk Furniture. You'll find a great selection at great prices and a free gift. With any $250 purchase, you'll get a Ginger Mountain Christmas candle absolutely free.
You'll have a Merry Christmas with new furniture, in-store financing, free delivery, and a great smelling house.
At Hubbard & Hulk Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton welcome you back to the Warrior Dome, where Westside is victorious tonight over the Harrisburg Hornets by a final score of 71-19. Marcus, a game that Westside led 31-5 after the first quarter. We talked about it just a few minutes ago. It's a much-needed break for the starters of the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They got a good rest tonight. They come out and got off to a very quick start after we saw them finish probably not the way Coach Whitmire wanted them to in their last game versus Brooklyn, especially with that being a rivalry game and all that goes with that. But they came out, got a fast start tonight, and it was an early night for the first 5, 6, 7 players of your normal rotation there. And from there, you can get some experience for some younger guys. And from the Harrisburg side of things, what can you say, Andy? Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. And unfortunately for Harrisburg tonight, they were the nail and met the hammer from Westside by a final score of 71-19.
Yeah, starters Riley Felkins and Avery Feltz doing some work back in the first quarter. Felkins finishes with 12 points on the night. He had 10 of those in the first quarter, and it seemed like he scored several times just in succession. So
yeah,
just a great job by the starters when they were in the game tonight. As you mentioned, just, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. Unfortunately for Harrisburg, they just had a superior opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's just, and if you play the game long enough, that's going to happen to you
Absolutely
eventually.
It will.
So,
it will.
Speaking of games, our next game will be Tuesday night back here at the Warrior Dome when the Southerners from Southside over by Batesville come into town, and I believe that's a conference game for the Westside Warriors here right before Christmas, and that will be our last broadcast for the calendar year of 2018. Of course, we'll be back in early January after next week's game and pick up a few more Westside games. If you want to see the full schedule, it's on our Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and search for Tubetown. And I'm looking forward to this game on Tuesday night, Andy. I think this will bring in a pretty good matchup. Last year, these two teams met a couple times last year outside of, it wasn't conference play last year. They met in the Hurricane Classic. Southside won by 2 because Avery Feltz had a buzzer beater fall to the side. And then you fast forward about 3 months until you get to the state semifinals over at Brooklyn. Same situation comes up. Avery Feltz, isolation play, drives the lane, hits the shot. Not only hits the shot, but leaves absolutely no time on the clock for Southside to even have an attempt. So, to say there's a little bit of history here is a bit of an understatement because that game put Westside in the state finals last year down in Hot Springs. So I look for Southside to come in here with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder from last year, and I'm expecting a really good matchup Tuesday night.
And so again, we'll have that matchup for you right around 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in again for our coverage. Big thanks to everybody who made tonight's game possible, all of our camera operators, and of course our guys in the production truck. For Marcus Carlton, I'm Andy Maness saying so long for this Thursday night. We'll see you back here on Tubetown next Tuesday for more Westside Warrior basketball on Tubetown. Live local from Ritter Communications.